Hello and welcome to the main support video for the Advanced Social Marketer. Today is May 4th and this is version 2.0025. We just did major upgrades to the software, and so I'm going to go over again its main functions so that we have all of those new things incorporated into the support video. First off, and I'll just go over everything. First off, we have manage accounts. This is where you enter your accounts. The software is made to work with both Facebook and LinkedIn, so you just select Facebook or LinkedIn and put in your username and password and click save, and then you'll see the information down here. You can move this around if you want to see the whole email address. I've got multiple accounts, as you can see. The software does operate with multiple accounts. If you have multiple accounts in LinkedIn, of course, you need a dynamic IP. But for this is primarily a Facebook tool. So if you do see, multiple accounts, you want to use multiple accounts, then all you have to do is put them in, and the software will manage them for you. It will clear cookies in between. Facebook, strangely enough, doesn't really care if you're running multiple accounts, so we have an advantage there. This is basically a mass posting system, and it also posts to fan pages on Facebook and does a few other things. So you've got your managed accounts here. You just enter in the information, and then the first thing you want to do is you want to come in here and select which type of account you're going to update the groups for. And you can go ahead and just select the account that you want and click on update groups. It'll pull in all of your existing groups. The software runs on projects. So whatever it is that you're marketing, you create a project for that, whatever name you want to mentally associate with your marketing. I have a marketing campaign for canine longevity, and so I just named mine Dog. Real simple. Put it up here, click save, and there you've got your project named. Over here we set up the posts for the projects. Now you can come in here when you save it. When you click update, it pulls it down here, and then you can edit or delete. I have a very simple post. I've written an ebook on extending your dog's life. It is free to anyone who wants it. Please message me and I will send you a link. So which I've got a lot of response off this, actually. I got a little emoticon there, for a little smiley face. Now I could upload an image. You can select an image and upload it, perhaps a nice image of your dog. If you actually ever go to my Facebook account, you'll see my picture of my fantastically beautiful dog in place of my own. That's how much I like my dog's photo. So you can upload your image right here, and then it will post those photos along with your post, which is a very good thing to do, actually. It creates more attention for your posts. So if you do have a photo, I suggest that you use it and upload it, and you upload that here. So this is your project posts, and you can enter in multiple posts here if you like. It will rotate through those posts automatically. It's good to at least have a couple, but for the demo purposes here, I didn't put in everything. So just to let you know, in practice, you'd want to have a couple, 3 here that you would rotate through. Post reply. The software here does something very special, okay, and that is it has the world's first comment responder built in, so that when people comment on your posts, whether it's in LinkedIn or Facebook, it will track those, and you can put in messages here that you can then comment back, and you can reply to the comments and the likes as well to the people that comment or like on your post. So if you put out a post and somebody comments or likes it, generally speaking, that's your exact target market. So what you can do is you can put in a directive for them to take action, an action taking post as a comment reply. At least that's how I do it, and it does work. Mine says, thank you for your interest in my ebook on extending your dog's life. You can check it out here. And then I've got the URL that people can go to. So that's what I do, is I just I put in, and again, I don't have everything in here that I would normally use, but normally you want to have 4 or 5 of these so that it rotates through them. You don't want to just mass comment reply to everybody with the same one usually. So if you want to do that after you've got these set up, okay, once every couple of days you want to come in here and you click on auto reply. And if you've only been pasting into Facebook, posting into Facebook, and you want to just use Facebook, there you go. Or if you've just been doing LinkedIn, there you go. Usually, of course, you'd select this one, and that's all you do. You hit this one button, and it will go out, automatically find those posts, and it will put the posts that have been commented or liked on, and it will send that comment reply. Actually, the liked is over here. So any that have been liked, then you come over here and you click this. So once every couple 3 days you want to come in here and click on Facebook and LinkedIn, or whichever one you've been posting into, whichever social network, and then come over here and hit this button as well, and it will do a comment reply to those people that have liked or commented on your post. And it's actually a very powerful feature. You get messages that from your replies, you get on the other end, a lot of people see those messages, and then they will take action. So that's one of the things that this software does that other softwares don't do, by the way. So that's under post reply. Okay, you set up your reply posts here, your responses, and then just come in here and just hit those buttons, and they will go out. They won't go out to the same one over and over, just in case you're curious. It's just one time. Start posting. After you've done setting up your projects and your posts and everything, then you can come in here and you can select LinkedIn, Facebook, or both, and you select your project here. Again, you can have multiple projects, of course. So you select your project, and then you select the post or posts. You can select all that you want to go out associated with that project. And then here is your groups, your various groups. So here's mine on Facebook with one of my accounts, and you'll notice there's a lot of dog ones there. And then if you just keep scrolling down, I've got, I think, about 180 groups, something like that. Then it goes to your LinkedIn account. Okay, and you can unselect or select any that you've got in here, and I've got a couple different LinkedIn accounts in there. So that's what it does. Is it it allows you to select or unselect any of the groups. Now, once you've selected your project, selected which posts you want to go out, and selected which groups that you want to send to, you can come in here and just click Start Posting. However, there is other things that you can do, and I'm going to skip down here to this Post to Fan Pages. So in Post to Fan Pages, this is what I use a lot, is this. Instead of just clicking on the Start Posting, I come in here and I will select whatever target I want. It could be network marketing, could be anything that I can conceive of. And what the software will do is it will reach out, and 200 is a good number, by the way. It will reach out and pull in all of the fan pages that the top 200 fan pages associated with whatever keyword you have here. Now, I put in Restaurant Sacramento here to show one of my clients that you can pull in and post on local fan pages. So you can actually do local marketing this way for free. You can post any offer for a local business to other fan pages within that city, in this case Sacramento. So let's say that you had, oh, I don't know, like a hairstyling place, and you wanted to promote to a bunch of people that, let's say it was located in an area of town that had a lot of restaurants. This is one of the things you can do. You just come in here, put in Restaurant Sacramento, pull up a couple hundred, and then you can post your message with your project is down here to all of those fan pages locally. But in practice, most of the people aren't going to do local marketing with this. Instead, you're going to put in something like, MLM or whatever, anything that you can conceive of here, and you put in a couple hundred here, and it'll pull in all of those. Now, why do I usually use this page for posting? Because you can also post not just the fan pages from this, but you can also post your groups here as well. So you can select the groups that you want to go out, and you can select your project and your post, and it will, the software will rotate between posting on a fan page and posting on a group. So it will go back and forth, one to the other. And this maximizes your reach out there, putting your message in front of tens of thousands of extra people. Now, these local ones here, they don't have a lot necessarily of fans, but typically when you do this for a national market, you may have 250,000 fans in one one of these fan pages. So don't be fooled by just this 20 fans here or 962 fans here. This is not a typical fan number. It says pending here. It will say pending until it goes to send. Okay. Now, not every fan page will let you post on it, but the vast majority will. And so it will let you know whether it was able to post over here, and it says pending until it sends. So what you can do is you can come in here, select whatever groups you want, select your project, pull up the fan pages from the search. You just put the search term in here and the number that you want to go, and then click on search pages, and in about a minute it'll have all these. And then you just hit post, and it will post one, and then the group, and then back to the fan page, and then back to the group, until all of them are done. And so this is where the rubber meets the road a lot in this software, is this one activity right here, because you can do both fan pages and groups at the same time. Okay. Let me draw your attention to a couple of other things. Let's go over to the join groups here. You can join groups for LinkedIn, you can join groups for Facebook. Like for instance, right here I've got real estate. I've got top 150 real estate groups here and their membership. I can select all and hit join selected, and it will join all of them. It's probably best to join about 50, 60 a day or so. Theoretically, on one account you can have up to 250 groups. I've had people tell me that they've got more than that, but typically that's your limit on Facebook per account. Remember, we can do multiple accounts. So Facebook, they're kind of sensitive if you just select 250 groups and join them all at the same time. They may restrict your account for a few days. So it's best to just join 50 or 60 a day and run that over a few days instead of just joining them all at once. So we do have a delay time on the join. It will take a few minutes to do this, but by and large it's not like LinkedIn. LinkedIn, you can only join 6 groups a day is plenty, and you can't have more than 10 pending. Normally it takes 24 hours to get approved into most of the groups, whether it's Facebook or LinkedIn. Some of them are instant, but the rule of thumb is you wait 24 hours. So generally speaking, that's how long it takes. So do like 50 a day, maybe 60, and leave it at that. Don't just join them all at once, again, because you can get your account restricted. So just a quick tip. So we have that fan page search, we have this group search, we also have it for LinkedIn. I can show you that really quick. This is some of you that have our other technology are probably familiar with this, and the social emailer. This is the same thing as social emailer. So you just simply, for LinkedIn groups, you wouldn't do 150, you'd do like 10, and that would be how many you would want to search. Maybe 15, because all of the top ones, the ones that have the most members, come up top, and you just hit search groups and wait a minute, it'll log in and pull them up. Okay. LinkedIn's usually a little bit slower than Facebook, but just to let you know, this is where you do it, and then you just select the ones you want and click join selected. And like it says here, maximum 10 pending groups. Don't join more than 6 groups per day. Technically it's 7, but if you stay with 6, it's a little bit safer. And it will let you know if you're already a member of that group. It'll say, member. So, you're not going to be able to join it twice or anything like that. This is pretty simple and straightforward. It's kind of fun to actually use it, because you can, put in whatever search term you can conceive of and find out what groups are available, and then, very quickly join them. Let's jump over to this post targeted. I'll set up for both Facebook and LinkedIn. What this is a way to find other posts in the group that, groups that you've joined, and to find out what other people are posting about a subject that you're interested in. When I do this, I use the term email marketing, okay? Because I want to reach other people that are talking about, posting about, or involved with email marketing. That is, one of my main subjects, and that's my target market, is people that are interested in that. So I put in email marketing, and I'm putting a post search limit per group of about 100. That means it's going to go back and search the last 100 posts. You can do more if you like, but I find that works. And then you just click search posts. Now it takes a while. Okay, it may take half an hour to pull all of them in. Usually you get them all within about 15 minutes, depending on how far back you go. But this is not a fast, population of the targets. We call these social leads. That when they pull them in here, when the software pulls them in, and it basically just allows you to unselect any that you don't want to comment on. But what this does is this is a mass commenter, and so basically you put in anything that you want in the post reply, okay, just like the comment response, and you set it up in here and click post reply, and it will rotate through those replies and put them in as comments to your target market. This can be a very powerful tool, but you need to be careful. You don't want to do more than, say, 100 of these at a clip. We did have some people in beta that were doing 200-300 of these a day or even more, and they got their account restricted for a couple of days. They won't take your account away, but they may restrict it if you really push the limit on this. So keep it under 100. Don't do it every day, and you'll get some good leads out of it, and you won't get into trouble. So anyway, this is a way of targeting those people that are interested in specific subjects that you are. And again, this is something that this software does that other softwares do not do. So that's the overview, of where what everything does. I want to show you something here. If you're sending in, posting into LinkedIn, and your post did not go in, okay, it may show up right here as a pending post. Okay, some especially large LinkedIn groups, will put your post into a pending status. So we show that here so that if it doesn't show up, then you can check here and see if it's pending, which may take a day for them to post it. Some groups are very sensitive about what gets posted, and others, most of them, are not. So just so you know. And the group history of what you've posted is in here as well. You can pull it up with these various filters. So this is something that we don't use a lot, but I figured I better tell you about it just in case you do want to use it. A lot of people wanted us to put in a scheduler. Okay, now the scheduler is a very powerful part of the tool. You can schedule stuff out, like the whole week or even a couple of weeks if you really wanted to. So here's how to do it. Basically, you select if you're going to be posting to Facebook, LinkedIn, or both. Okay, and you set up groups, auto reply, or like responder. Okay, so you can actually have it do those auto reply and like responder automatically for you. But typically you would have it on groups. And then you want to set the time. Now you have to plus this to get the latest time. So this is the actual time in Mountain Time that I'm doing this video. May 4th, it's 9:12 p.m. and 33 seconds. Okay, so now you know exactly when I did this video. Now typically if you were going to set up something, you would already have the group selected. You would have your project selected here, and that is run from the start posting. Remember back here, okay, we had our group selected down here. Okay, if you don't want to do any of them, you unselect them here, and that coordinates with the scheduler. So whatever whatever groups you have selected back here and start posting, it's going to use those groups, and it's going to use this project that you select, and it's going to do Facebook, LinkedIn, or both. Then you plus it, and then you select the time that you want it to start. Okay, so now let me go back here. This is from several days ago, so I can just subtract that. And looking at my watch now, it is 14 after. So if I wanted this to start, say, in a couple minutes, okay, then I would set that to 16. Okay, and it would start a couple minutes from now. If I wanted to start, I select this and I click on Save Scheduler, and then lastly I select Run Scheduler. Now over here it says leave overdue tasks if operation did not run. Okay, if application did not run. So that means that it's not going to go back and do a task if you had it selected, and typically you want to leave that selected so that just in case something didn't happen during that time, maybe the internet was down or your computer powered off, or you moved your computer to another location or whatever, it didn't automatically start that task. Now it's entirely up to you how you use this, but that allows you to move on to new tasks automatically and drop off any old ones that were not did not run at that time. So again, you come in here, you set the time, you have to click into it, highlight the hour, highlight the minute, you can disregard the seconds. Okay, if you want us to if I wanted it to start tomorrow, I'd put in May 5th. Let's say I wanted it to start tomorrow morning. Okay, so I would put in AM. I would put in, let's say I wanted it to start at 9 a.m. I would come in here at 9 a.m. and 45 seconds. Okay, on Monday, May 5th, this will start. It will do Facebook, the groups that I've selected back here and start posting. It will do your project here, and all you do is you come in here, you select this, click Save Scheduler, It's going to say scheduler saved successfully. And lastly, you would select run scheduler. Okay, so those are all the things you have to do. Now, if you want to, do more, you just click the plus again and again and again and set up as many of these as you like. Be mindful of the time though. So like if you've scheduled, a couple hundred groups, then you need to get an idea of how long that's going to be. So we go down to the settings here, and this is defaulted to 300 to 500 seconds. Okay, so every few minutes it's going to do a post. So if you've got 200 groups, then you have to do the math on how long that's going to take when you set up this scheduler. Now typically you would set this up for the whole day, or at least most of the day, and then you do the next one. Okay, you can go on vacation and come back and have thousands and thousands of posts done while you're gone. But main thing is that you want to set this up, be mindful of the time. You can't just set something up and expect to do 200 groups and an hour later start on another batch, because it would not have finished according to how long the settings are. You need to give it several minutes in between posts. So let's look at these settings again real quick. You've got duration in between posts here, 300 to 500 seconds. Duration between posts on fan page, 300 to 500 seconds. Okay, so anyway, that is how you set it up. We cannot schedule the fan pages because you have to pull them up dynamically each time. But as far as the groups and doing both Facebook and LinkedIn, we can do that. And as far as also doing the auto replies, the like responders, we can do that as well. So you can do as many days out as you want. I suggest you don't do more than a week or so, but again, this was a very requested feature and we have it. That is the overview of the Advanced Social Marketer. We're always doing more with it, upgrading it. I've got different upgrades to do still. But it's great, a great program just as it is. We've had this out there for several months. We've got hundreds of people using it and they love it. So we already know it works really well, and it will put your message in front of hundreds of thousands of people every day, and it doesn't cost anything to run it once you have it. So for all of those reasons, it's simply a beautiful piece of technology that we've taken a lot of time to develop. So I hope you like it. I want to thank you very much for your purchase and believing in our products. My name is Kevin Perry. I'm the developer, and I thank you very much for watching the video.